Hey, it's been a minute.
I know. Thanks for coming here on short notice.
No problem. But are you sure you want me to help you with this? I know I've dabbled in wrestling before, but I've been focusing on MMA the past few years. Just seems kind of, I don't know, desperate?
Ah, my ex calling me desperate. I missed that.
I'm going to ignore that. But I suppose we did make a good team. Might be nice to get back together. In the ring only, of course.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
You know I'm ride or die with you. Let's do it.
Great. I've arranged for you to have a warm-up match here today before we tackle NXT together. I know you're used to knockout and submission rules in MMA, but today's pinfall only to get used to wrestling again.
Go for the 3 count. Got it. I'm gonna go get changed.
Okay, and try to win? Because if you lose, I might have second thoughts about this. And then my next best option is this guy named Troy Simpkin, and at that point, I might as well just let NXT take over.
Haven't changed a bit.
All right, show Adrian why you're the only person on Earth I'd bring in here to watch my back. Show me some aerial offense. Mix up your attacks. Keep them guessing. Watch out for counters. Stay aggressive, but don't get careless. Doing great. Keep pushing. You can taunt your opponent here. It's actually encouraged.
One, two, bring it!
So this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need the space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy. But for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this fighting in MMA, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best. Which, in my case, is being comedic and fun.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
I've only been here for 5 minutes, but I'm already sick of Mutiny bragging about their precious intergender NXT Unity Tag Championships. Well, what if we came up with our own, not at all similar versions? That would really cause a mutiny.
Oh, it's like we share the same brain. I'll put in a call to my props and gags guy right away.
Two of the key players in the recent NXT Mutiny attack were the Unity Tag Team Champions. The Raw and SmackDown side has countered not with an attack, but instead by creating brand new Tag Team Championships of their own. Please welcome the brand new Unified Tag Team Champions, the #1 draft pick, and their partner who's making their WWE debut.
Thanks, Kathy. You might recognize my new partner from his time in MMA. But now he's here to help me take down this NXT mutiny. And what better way to do that than with these fancy new championships?
That's right. The GMs thought we were the perfect pair to hold these new unified titles.
I gotta say, this sounds and looks very similar to the NXT Unity titles.
Not at all. Our titles have red accents, while theirs have silver.
Our titles are open to intergender competition from any brand, not just NXT.
And finally, our titles have never been lost in a match.
Okay, but isn't that just because they're brand new? I'm still not seeing how these titles are any different.
Zip it, Kathy. We'll show you and the entire WWE Universe just how special and unique our unified championships are when we defend them later tonight on Raw.
Okay, can't wait.
Well, technically, this is a championship match. The arena doesn't have the usual electricity.
Well, because it's not really a title match, Michael. You can't expect people to get excited about championships these two just made up.
Well, every championship once was something that someone just made up, Saxton. And if you're still looking for something to get excited about, we have the debut of a new WWE superstar. I don't care how much
Taking flight
through the air and connects.
soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent.
And he slides him back to the mat.
Oof.
Two-handed.
Oh.
Choke slam.
And that will bring some frustration to Cruz. Man.
Backbreaker.
Cruz is facing a beatdown.
Cruz has got to get his wits about him.
Military press.
Ascending the ropes. From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord.
The champion is willing to take every risk tonight.
Two-handed choke slam.
The challengers are looking fairly run down at this stage.
This has been an arduous tag match, but you could be in much worse shape.
He's headed to the top now.
Taking flight.
All the way to the outside.
From up top, right onto the target, outside.
That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
And gets tossed back into the mat. And a well-timed counter.
Cruz is going to look to press on the advantage.
Cruz got tired of being pushed around. He wants to gain the advantage now.
Cruz is facing a beatdown.
Cruz has got to get his wits about him.
Dominator.
Turns it around.
High-level ability being shown with each of these counters. Incoming!
Diving shoulder tackle.
Military press.
He's put forth an onslaught of offense here.
He is absolutely determined right now. Choke slam.
Oh, man.
Two-handed. Good grief. That was a big choke slam.
And it seems like his head might be the target here.
Well-executed suplex.
Thanks for coming.
End of days.
The champ might have just ended things right there. Oh!
And Zelina can't stop any offense coming her way.
Not looking good for Zelina here.
And Del Toro may have felt...
Get ready to turn the lights out. This one's all but over.
Oh, shoulders are down.
The champ with the cover.
And the champs retain.
Here are your winners, and still the Unified Tag Team Champions, Leonard Lawrence and Chase Morales.
The long history this new duo shares was evident here tonight as the Unified Champs looked like a well-oiled machine and successfully defended their titles.
Sure, Michael, but they will likely have an even tougher time defending these ridiculous titles in the court of public opinion.
I see what you're doing here with these unified championships. Funny.
I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny.
You used to date each other, right?
Don't hold that against me.
I won't. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Your plan seems to be working. Mutiny is definitely annoyed.
Yep, told you it'd get their attention. Now we just need to take things further to give Mutiny and their Unity champion something else to complain about.
What'd you have in mind?
Cosplay. It always comes down to cosplay.
Yes! Finally! I'll send you my measurements ASAP.
All this fun cosplay can't distract the so-called unified champs from the fact that they are facing off against Valhalla and Eric tonight.
Definitely, Michael. It would be a real shame if they lost their focus and their titles.
Didn't you find these unified titles silly, Saxton?
They're growing on me, Corey.
Wow. Clothesline. She fights back with the counter.
Connecting with a sharp elbow.
Oh, what a DDT. Wow. Making way towards the top rope.
High risk.
Elbow drop.
From the top.
Tremendous impact. What a move by the champion. And Eric's power being curbed with that attack. Gut wrench suplex.
Making it look easy.
Ooh. Oh. Adrenaline pumping. Here she goes.
Here we go. Whoa, look out.
And Eric can't stop any offense coming his way.
But Eric can't allow this burst to hinder him.
Whip back into the ring.
High risk.
Oof, nobody home.
Man, what timing on that counter.
Oh, what a clothesline. Boom.
He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
We can have a new champ. Late pin. Championship on the line. And still. No! Title still on the line.
That sucked all the air out of this place. It looked like a done deal.
And she reversed it.
And that could be a first step towards her gaining control.
She's starting to mount a rally, but is it too late?
Throwing down punches and counters out. Ooh, clothesline delivered.
And Eric can't stop any offense coming his way. But Eric
got the arm. Disarmer. It's got to be over. This is the got it. And they stay atop the tag division.
Here are your winners, and still the Unified Tag Team Champions, Leonard Lawrence and Chase Morales.
These two dressed up and beat down their opponents, while perhaps sending a strong message to the Unity champs and Mutiny.
Yeah, you've got to think this match was more about pushing Mutiny's buttons than it was about defending titles. But it's quite possible that they managed to successfully do both.
Hey, sorry I haven't checked in sooner. I've been tied up with all this mutiny stuff. How's it going here so far?
I'd say pretty good, since we just got ourselves a match for the Unity Tag Team Championships.
I saw that. I'll admit I had no idea what you were thinking at first. but it does appear to be working. Still, I'm nervous about you competing in NXT. If I had to guess, there will be some outside interference.
So what do you propose we do to counter that? Hire a team of security guards to surround the ring? They could secretly be working with Mutiny. Oh, what if they were apes? Apes are strong and tough and loyal. Security apes. Is that a thing? Nah, we wouldn't have time to train them before the match.
I was going to suggest I'd be there to watch your backs.
You're no security ape, but at least you're trained. That'll work.
Grab your popcorn and try not to blink. The Unified and Unity championships both up for grabs in one match. That has literally never happened with these titles before.
Remember to breathe, Saxton. You're almost as ridiculous as these look-alike belts. Clearly the Unified champs annoyed Mutiny enough to make this match happen.
No matter the reason, this unification match will undoubtedly be remembered by some in some way for some time. Gosh.
Two-handed choke slam!
And what a push.
Popped right in the face.
Big back body drop.
Ooh, stinging kick. Oh, man, we all know what's coming here.
Check out the springboard. Massive miscalculation on that one.
Two-handed choke slam.
Our champion is getting rocked a little.
Yeah, and he's got to think about making that tag sooner. This could get worse.
Uh-oh, look at what are they going to do? Oh, right to the face.
Right to the back of the neck.
And again.
Enough.
It's just a beat down. And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but put.
Taking flight.
Body splash. Ooh, and he manages to reverse.
These two showing how well they know each other.
German suplex. But that's not all. Into a ripcord lariat. What a combination. Out on the apron.
Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad. Back suplex.
Spine crushing. Shane has no control here.
Yeah, JC's being completely neutralized.
And now gets tossed into the ring.
Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexus King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
It's SmackDown GM Nick Aldis. They were ready for this.
Credit to the Unified champions for being prepared.
Hold on, spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Nick Aldis.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you goaded them into defending their Unity titles, and then walked away with them too. Well done.
Thanks. Nick Aldis came through when it mattered. It was a team effort.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
Yeah, it is convenient. I can't believe he's still staying neutral. Makes you wonder if there's something else going on there.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?